Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, a man who has helped to make this country what it is today, or as President Trump would say, great again, in a time that America wasn't great. Dr. King held a mirror to the face of America to reflect its hypocrisy, as its founding fathers wrote of all men are created equal, found in the United States Declaration of Independence in 1776, but yet denying the black man and his family the same freedoms. Dr. King said, "Be true to what you said on paper." A true American who held America to its principles for we the people, at the expense of his own life. We will not allow you to be overlooked or overshadowed. Today, MLK Day, we celebrate a son, husband, father, leader, prophet, God's instrument, again, a true American. You make me proud to be an African American. Many speak of Dr. King's acclaimed speech, "I Have a Dream," but have you heard on the mountaintop? In this speech, his last speech, Dr. King predicted his death in his fight for equality, but prophesied that his people, African American people, would overcome. Dr. King would give this speech on April 3rd, 1968, and be killed the very next day, on April 4th. Dr. King once said, "If a man hasn't discovered something he will die for, he isn't fit to live." Here's a snippet from On the Mountaintop. Happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.